kid fucking kneed me in the. His name was Hyung Jun. I actually just told the story on stream. Because
Oh,
my jaw is so fucked.
how dare you? Okay, that's a Korean. That's a Korean
Up.
name.
Yeah, this guy called Hyung Jun jump knee striked me in the jaw because I took Taekwondo, and for some
Holy
reason he thought
shit.
that made me arrogant. I was chilling in the garage playing Yu-Gi-Oh with my buddy Sean. Just walks up, I get up because he's coming at me really quick, knees me in the fucking jaw, and then I slam him on the ground right after. And my jaw's never been the same since. It was never really this bad, but over the past 2 years.
Dude, can you just like guys, this is the Tectone challenge, okay? Five just can he go 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes without like glazing himself? Like can he just like go 5 minutes without humble bragging that he got into a fight? Because he thinks like that's like very alpha. Like he has to prove something to himself. Dude, I hate insecure people, okay? I despise insecurity, okay?
It's just gotten worse. Like I used to have to do this all the time where I would like have to stretch it, but now I have to like
Oh,
fucking jiggle it around to.
okay, sorry. I hate public displays of insecurity because it's very obvious, okay? You have to be like literally blind to not notice that he is like incredibly insecure.
Like not make it feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. But yeah,
Who's gonna
My
brag? Sure.
husband had severe TMJ
it's
for a few
awful.
years, and he treated it.
Better at you than
So
gaming.
if
Sure,
you
I
ever
agree.
want tips on that,
How do you fix
I'll
it?
send you over.
I don't think I'm a good
He
gamer.
saw a specialist, a TMJ specialist, who did a little bit of stretching, and then there's a bunch of exercises that you have to do to basically like stretch and re-strengthen this area. I can ask him to send it over. He's a personal trainer
Yeah, that'd be great
guy.
actually.
Does that shit. Yeah. Yeah, he fixed his own TMJ because he was having, when you were doing those jaw movements, I recognized it.
It
So,
sucks. It's fucking terrible.
yeah. Okay, so
Tectone, the son of lust.
fourth
No.
grade John,
Son
living
of
in
the
an
great
apartment
rapist.
with Mike. I didn't get the name of your other brother.
I'm not gonna give that.
Yep, that's fine. So
The
Mike,
other
other
one.
brother, the other one, and dad is in a different apartment. Do you see dad at all? Like how often per week would
Ooh,
you at least face?
he would interface when we had this game. We had I think it was the N64, and we would play Tiger Woods golf, and I would cheat, and I would enter in the code Tiger, which would let you play as a Tiger version of Tiger Woods, and it would have rockets on the back of your golf balls. So I would cheat in the video game, and I would crush my dad whenever he would come over to play N64, but not too often. Maybe once a week for like a couple hours, not
Okay.
too often.
Foodshops was definitely playing top lane? No. I think the only time I have played League of Legends for any extended period of time, I think I was doing jungler as Gwen, okay? Anyway,
At all.
right back. I'm going to the
Because
bathroom.
my
quick, okay?
stepmom was also fucking nuts, and to be honest, I was kind of relieved because I was like, oh great, I don't have to talk to her. Great.
So you've got a stepmom in dad's
Many.
apartment as well.
I've had so many stepmoms, it's crazy.
Interesting. Okay, so he's separate, and there's no kids with them in the other apartment.
None.
Interesting. Okay, so your brothers are basically taking care of you, getting you to
Brother.
school. Probably brother,
Big
Mike.
brother took care of me. The other guy, he's, he was
He's the other guy.
he was struggling with some demons. Yeah, he was struggling with some demons. Yeah, that was I remember I was playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and he wanted his turn, but I just got it because it was my birthday, and so he takes a controller and he breaks it on my head, and so my other brother, my older brother, takes me into his room and says, "You're gonna let John play his fucking games." And this guy is having a full-blown temper tantrum, slamming alarm clocks against his door, and then gets a hammer and breaks through the door with a hammer to where my other brother has to, I remember this, because I was crying trying to play Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and he just says, "You enjoy your birthday, John. I'm going to take care of him." And then a couple minutes later, everything went quiet, and then I got to play as Form 3 Frieza and spam the circle button so I could shoot my Kai Blast at Piccolo. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I love my brother Mike. He's the fucking man. He's dope.
Yeah, it seems like he always saw you. Like he always had your back.
Yeah, no, he's dope. Still is. He's the man. Which is great.
Cool. And
Because like you always like the people in my childhood are always like, I remember them being really cool, and then you meet them again, you're like, ooh, they did not age well. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, Mike's always been the man, always will be the man.
Gotcha. So junior high, basically this is the same. And then you said you tried to get away from your family at 18. What
Oh, so I will
triggered that
say,
desire to get away?
so my brothers were both much older than me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember.
When
They
does Mike move out
very soon,
from that apartment?
very, very, very soon. Yeah, because he's
Has there been anything of substance that's been said while I was gone? Also, can I just say, okay? I can't believe I have to put up with this. Okay, Jesus Christ, this watching this feels like pulling teeth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like. Do you think you guys are able to go through this without my commentary? I think the answer is no. Okay, I think the answer is an easy no. Okay, listen, I'm trying to humor you guys. Okay, I'm trying to humor you guys as much as possible. I'm struggling here. Okay, I'm struggling. I'm trying to be as a trying to make jokes as often as possible. Okay. Oh, also, okay. If you guys appreciate, if you guys appreciate the effort, okay, it takes to trog through this, okay, leave a like, okay, leave a like. Why not? Okay, 93 to 98 of you guys here watching right now. There are 58 likes. Let's bump that up to at least 60. Why not? Okay, and also in addition, all right, I'm just vibing right now. Okay, I'm just chilling. Okay, chilling with 98 viewers, okay? All right, which is pretty damn good, okay? Considering how I'm not like fucking shouting at the top of my lungs right now. So, yeah. Anyway, also, all right, keep in mind that you can always donate via super chat, membership, or whatever, all right? If you do actually sign up to become a member, keep in mind that you have you get like a colored name in my Discord server, okay? Which is fantastic. All right. Donations is 90% of my income, okay? And it really helps me do what I could do. I can actually pay rent now with the money that I earn. However, to actually make it a career or anywhere near what I used to make before I did streaming, there needs to be more, okay? But anyway, all right. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. All right, for all the donations so far. Okay, I do appreciate that. No more checking. What do you mean that? What do you mean by that? Anyway, yeah, super chat, membership. Also using Streamlabs. Okay. Have you thought about doing any community events? I'm not sure. What kind of community events will we do? Like sometimes, I think sometimes we have done Night Rain in the server after streams. Um, However, it's just yeah. Yeah, true.
Oh my goodness. Foodshops.
Misaki, thank you so much for the one gifted. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. But anyway, just keep that in mind. Okay. Open your hearts, open your wallets. All right. Okay, anyway.
what,
Thank you so
40
much,
now,
Misaki.
and I'm 31. So he went to college very soon, and so did my other brother, because my other brother was only a year or two younger than him. So it was at a point just me and my dad. But let's think here, for fourth grade, it was me and my brothers, and then fifth through eighth grade was at me at Sean's or me at Trevor's, and then ninth through 12th grade was either at me at Edric's or me at Michael's. Um, yeah, so that was pretty much my whole time period.
And why are you at Sean's or Trevor's or Michael's?
Well, Sean had a really hot sister, which was awesome. Her name was Janaea,
Okay.
and she would walk around in her underwear. So that was dope when I was a little kid. Because I was like, holy shit. Not to mention, he had an Xbox, so we got to play Viva Pinata, which is the greatest game ever made, as well as 99 Nights and games like Time Splitters 2, Smash Bros. Melee. He had all the video games. I was raised in a very racist family. Um, my grandpa hated black people, so I heard about that all the time. Sean was pretty much the first black kid that I ever hung out with. Because I grew up in an all-white town. They're all a bunch of fucking rednecks. And you know, when you're young, when you were back my age, you're hearing like, oh, black people, they don't got nothing. They're all fucking poor.
Just so you know, I would be incredibly uncomfortable around Tectone, okay? I would never hang out in a room with Tectone alone. Does anyone here in chat want to hang out with Tectone alone? Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyone want to hang out with Tectone alone, stuck in a room together?
And then I go to another person's, the first person black, Sean, was black, and this kid had everything, right? And it was dope. And his sister was hot as fuck. His little brother Jamal sucked ass though. But then his mom Nancy was also just the sweetest angel. Dude.
Tron. Thank you so much for the 1 gifted Foodshops memberships. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, true.
True.
Oh my goodness. Fruit
Thank you
Shop.
so much. I appreciate that.
Dude, going
Thank
into a black household and feeling like the love that those family have, or at least maybe specifically this family. I've never had a
I thought you
bad
grew
experience
up-
with any
I-
black
I thought
family
you
that I ever
grew up in- I'm
partook
so
in.
confused.
Like going into their households, always very soul focused, very love focused. So I don't know. I loved it. That was probably my favorite house I ever lived at. But yeah, he just had it all. It was dope. We just played video games. We played Yu-Gi-Oh, all that shit. Oh, and Magic the Gathering.
No, a black household is a black mom, okay, is a black single mom using like one of these like fucking stick twig things and like fucking whacking and whooping your ass with it, okay? That's what a fucking black household is, okay? And then chasing you outside while you're like naked with a fucking slipper, all right? Listen, that's the growing up experience in a black household, okay? I don't know. I don't know what Tectone is talking about here, okay? I mean, good for you, I guess. I mean, fuck.
And did his mom kind of like basically like accept you in, like allowed you to, did you stay at the night and stuff as well?
Oh, her mom was mom. Sorry, his mom was mom. I called Nancy mom. I stayed there for weeks on end, like months on end. So much so whenever I moved away, and
Dude, now I'm starting to think that everything Tectone is saying is like fanfic. Like he's literally just making it up as he's going along. I would not be surprised.
8th grade,
dude.
my dad
There's
gave her
no-
a check for always taking care of me.
Like I'm sorry, it just sounds so absurd, doesn't it? So you're telling me that this person who grew up in Mexican and black households was a high school bully who bullied other bullies, and he was essentially a hero, and he basically went around like protecting the poor and being so much of a good person, but at the same time he was also raped by his dad and you know all of that. Dude, what are we talking about here? Like what? Like, is this real life or is this just fantasy? Okay, all right.
Because I was there literally every day, like night in, night out. I just think, why would I go anywhere else?
Caught in a
And by this point,
landslide.
Mike has moved out of the apartment.
Yeah.
The other brothers also moved out. So
Both
your
of
options
liars?
are alone in this apartment.
So I do actually think that one of his allegations, okay, is that he is a compulsive liar. So, yes, yeah, you would not be incorrect on
Apartment
that.
now or at friend's house.
So we moved to a townhouse. Yeah, we moved to
Okay.
a townhouse, so we're out of the apartment. Mike and the other one went to college. I was in the townhouse, and then yeah, I stayed at Sean's.
With dad and
Mhm.
various stepmoms.
Yeah, this was still
Open your
stepmom. Okay, there was the
eyes,
one before my
look
real
up
mom.
to the
Then mom.
skies and
Then there was the new one.
see
There's 4 other ones that come after. This was still the neat freak. Oh, this one was weird as fuck. She would often fantasize about
Did you hear J-Star talk about? Yeah, we were covering
being
it.
able to cut open her own stomach so she could
I skipped
remove
a
her
lot, though,
intestines
for
and
obvious
vacuum
reasons.
them because, God, the inside of me is dirty. I can't stand to think about the inside of me is dirty. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, cause she was such like an obsessive neat freak. Oh God, it was so weird. But yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit of a slob. I was the kid who pissed in cans when I played video games. I'm just gonna be real. I absolutely was.
So then, okay. So you are living at friends' houses,
Mhm.
basically all the way. You don't really want to spend time with your dad at all.
Mm.
Is it that you don't want to spend time with your dad, or your dad doesn't want to spend time with you? What's the dynamic feel
It's
like
just
for you?
both. It's just nice. I don't like figures of authority. I don't. I don't like
Guys, okay, So you guys want to guess how much like Tectone has lied about his fucking childhood? Dude, there's no. He can't. Dude, he's like making himself out to be like the ultimate anime protagonist, like the ultimate anime protagonist backstory.
like when I'm at Sean's house, who's gonna tell
What?
me what I'm doing is wrong? Like when I'm over there, I'm just like they can't do shit to me, right? So like, my dad was also very hard of
Is that
hearing.
bell
I
in a
hate repeating myself,
Hey
which is why
yo.
I've become so loud.
Hey
People often call me so
yo.
loud because I just got used to talking loud all the time. That way, I would never have to like repeat myself. My dad got blown up in Afghanistan, so one of his ears got blown off, and the other one is 50% deaf, maybe a little bit higher. So I hated doing that shit, but
Oh, maybe that's why your dad can't hear all the women telling him to stop.
to be honest, I mean, I didn't really know much
Hands,
about my dad other than he wanted me to be like a
hands.
runner. And I was like, I want to play video games, so I'm just going to do that. But
Why did
yeah.
he want you to be a runner? Was he a runner?
Oh, he's insane. Yeah, he would.
Okay.
He does like
Hey
ultra marathons.
yo.
He does like 100-mile
Yeah.
races. As well do
Yeah.
both my brothers. But all my family is very athletic. I was lazy as shit. I just wanted to play video games.
Mm. Did that create any like tension, like
Of
where you
course.
felt like the black sheep?
Of
Okay.
course. You know,
What was that?
there's
Like what?
Fat Tubby John and his two superstar brothers who
Dude, Fat Tubby John. Dude, next he's gonna bring up Jay and the
are, you know,
boys.
setting records at track while I'm just sitting here on my ass playing fucking video games. Yeah, no, of course. Oh, it made me feel like a fucking loser my entire life.
Gotcha. So you're not at home.
Mm.
You have the benefit of nobody tells you what to do.
Yes.
You also have a friend. How as a kid, if nobody's telling you what to do, how do you as a kid figure out the right thing to do, how to treat others, how to, that necessary self-introspection that we all have to
Bro,
do
I'm
to go
just
like,
saying,
am I
Belle's
like the
hot.
asshole right now or am I not? How are you doing that?
Manga. Manga. Yeah. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Berserk. Yep. That's pretty much it. I'll be real. I did not talk that much when I was a kid. I was introverted as fuck. I was that dork with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just hoping to find somebody
Wasn't
else
Grace
to
in a
play Yu-Gi-Oh
swimsuit?
with. That's kind of a thing that I still
You
do
think
to this
Grace is
day. Like
hot?
if I find someone who has a common interest, I will like laser in on them for hours. That's actually the reason I joined OTK, by the way. That's a fun fact.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
a little side note. So
Yeah.
I was invited
Wow.
to
Slop.
OTK by Tips, Asmongold, and Rich specifically. And the reason why that was is because when they flew me out to be one of the creators that we celebrated the 1-year anniversary with, I met this guy called Jay the Bard. And I'm not saying this to be like a dick.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying this to give it kind of factual. Like Jay the Bard is like he's a fat guy.
Jay and the boys! Jay and the boys! Dude! Jay and the boys is real! It's real!
Right. And
Jay
you know,
and the
big bearded,
boys.
big hairy fat guy. Right. Which was also like me when I was 330 pounds. Loved
Jay
Jay,
and
by
the
the way. Great guy.
boys!
And there was all these creators, and every single one of them, whether that was like the Botez sisters or Miz or whatever other creators that were just like network. I just sat down with Jay the Bard and talked about anime and professional wrestling
Shout
for
out from
3
Norway.
hours.
Hello. Hi.
I played their little game of basketball that I begrudgingly partook in. I played a little bit of Jenga. Once all of the required activities were done, I sat down with Jay the Bard and talked with him for 3.5 hours. Asmongold saw that, and he was like, yeah, this guy's not like the other people. We should get him in the org. That's how I joined OTK.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. So it sounds like in many ways all of the prototypical social scripts that I think a lot of us accept, I think particularly in like white America, you kind of have rejected a lot of these, right? Like if you're at a social networking event, the niceties is to like do the games and do the performance and stuff, and you're like,
Dude. Okay, so I just want to say, as a content creator, you know what your job is? Your job is to create content, okay? Your job is to create content. Your job is to create good content. This is not good content, okay? Just so you know, okay? I need some challenging questions. These are not challenging questions, okay? Dude, like you don't need to ruin you don't need to ruin your bridge with Tectone, right? Does that make sense? Like Tectone is the one that brought up his dad. Tectone is the one that brought up his brother being in jail. Tectone is the one that's bringing up these controversies. He brought them up. He brought them up. Okay? It's free game. Hey, yo!
like I'd rather
Big booty.
talk to one guy
Yeah.
and
I'm not
obsess over
I'm
manga.
not a big networking guy. It's just weird. I don't really enjoy it. I don't like doing the whole, oh man, the weather's very nice. How's your channel going? Oh, did you see what's going on Twitter? I'm usually just like, dude, have you read the new chapter of Berserk?
Yeah, I
That
also
shit's wild.
played
Did you see what John Cena
fucking
just did? Bro, John Cena just turned heel on Cody Rhodes. Holy fuck, what does that mean? Yeah, I don't know, man. I've just never been a fan of that. Plus it's like, I mean, collabs are like, I used to do them a lot, but I've become very bitter about collabs. I think it's very irritating when you do a collab with somebody and then some bullshit comes out about somebody and then they're forced to give a response. I remember there's
not everything has your debate. It seems more like an interview. No. It isn't about it being an interview because this is just about the most boring interview, okay? I'm not asking for a debate. I'm not asking for one. I'm not asking for blood sports. What do you think I'm asking for? So, Tectone just gave out a bunch of personal information, okay, that is worth looking into, okay? You, as an interviewer, your job is to pry into the details, okay? Your job is to try to relate to the interviewee, okay? Your job is to crack up jokes, blah, 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 blah. This is not it, okay? Whatever is happening, this is not it,
a
okay?
VTuber who I love very much. So I'm going to leave them nameless. But I remember how hard it was for them.
Like NotSoErudite looks like she doesn't want to be here. NotSoErudite looks like she just wants this interview for clout. Okay, she is not excited. She is not like she's not expressing joy at the situation. Right? Fuck. I mean, like at least pretend that you're happy. Right?
Because when controversy came out about me,
You know?
they had to answer for it. And I'm like, why the fuck are you going to this VTuber
Like
to
it's very
talk about some
clear.
bullshit
Like
that has
it's very
nothing
clear
to do with
Erudite
them?
is bored.
Because every
as
now and then we
fuck.
played video games. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, collabs,
Like she's not
they don't
excited
really
to
hit the
play.
same. I did do a couple of podcasts
I mean,
with like
not play, but like
gotcha creators, because gotcha creators, they don't exist in the space, right?
Yeah.
Can you name me 5 gotcha creators?
Me.
No.
Hell no.
I
No,
cannot.
nobody fucking can outside of my chat. So they're out of everything. So I'll do whatever with gotcha people because nobody knows who the fuck they are. Like nobody's like, oh, okay, yo, some drama
Is she
happened with
building a bridge for
Tectone.
Destiny?
I gotta
No,
go
no,
see
no,
what
no,
Saint
she's not,
Tontas
she's
thinks.
not.
I gotta see what Itoma.
Like in a way, she must be regretting it. Lol. Nah, no, she doesn't regret it. She just doesn't actually feel passionate about him. Does that make sense? Like she of course she doesn't regret getting to collab with a larger content creator. No one regrets that. But I think it's more along the lines of, okay, I just have to get through this. It's good for my career. Okay, I just have to pull through. It's like a meeting with the CEO guy, but the CEO guy just says like the most stupid fucking shit. But like yeah, if that makes sense.
Things. Nobody knows who these fucking people are because they only exist in gotcha. That's why I love the gotcha space because whenever I feel like just relaxing, I'll go chill with Saint Tontas or fucking Lakari. You probably know Lakari. I'll chill out with
I know these
Shinya.
people.
I'll chill out with Sarah, right? Because they're away from all that shit, which is really nice. So it's like a seasonal residence. It's nice.
Okay. You're a very interesting person where it feels like you are you're a bit of like
Is he? Is he interesting? Is he interesting? Is
two
he?
extremes in many ways, right? You are this like introvert nerd who just wants to like do his passions, which is like nerd shit. And at the same time,
Is
and you're
he?
like
Is
tired
he
of
interesting?
all of the
Is he
bullshit
interesting?
essentially.
Is
And on
he?
the other side, you love drama, you're spite driven, and you're constantly throwing yourself into the muck
Oh yeah.
because you want to, I think, rescue people to some degree.
Ah, right. He wants to throw himself into the muck, except when he actually needs to be challenged on his past
But
and
there's
shit.
probably just a self part, right? Like you
Here we
just
go. Okay.
you just want to throw yourself in there. Why?
So I've done this many times. Have you played an MMO? You have World of Warcraft figures in your back, and you played an MMO. Do you know? I believe
do.
isn't that dragon, the red dragon? Is that not from Blizzard?
It is from Blizzard. My
Yes.
husband got it for me. I have played MMOs. I haven't
Oh,
played
Mommy
World of
gay.
Warcraft though.
I believe. Let me Google this word. I believe it's. But let me pull up my chat.
Watch my interview with Anastasia. Anastasia? Yeah, Anastasia from Ukraine, okay? Ukrainian Anna, okay? It's just so much more exciting, okay? Like, listen, I'm a better interviewer, okay? I'm just straight up a better interviewer, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just straight up a better interviewer. I have done interviews in the past, okay, to larger content creators. I've done it, all right? They're just better
I believe it's
interviews.
commanding shout. I believe it's a commanding shout where what it does is it AoE taunts everybody around them, and that way
Okay, it's like a tank.
the
Yeah, it's like a
aggro
tank.
goes on them. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I played the role of a main tank in World of Warcraft for many, many, many years. And whenever the DPSs are coming underneath damage, it's the tank's job to taunt them off of the people who can't take as much damage as them so they
Jay
can do
and the
their job.
boys.
So I like knowing when someone can't handle the bullshit. I'm like, okay, I got you. Taunted. So for example, a big taunt that I did in maybe a couple of years ago was there was this one guy called Tawano, and he's like this. I don't really particularly care for Tawano, to be honest. I used to, but yeah, he ended up being like the rest of them, unfortunately. But before I knew that, he came into some shit for making like a sex joke about like an anime character. And these fucking weirdos who think anime characters, and once again, not even like a fucking like a child anime character, like an adult anime character by the name of Eula. He said something about her ass, and he got crazy shit for this. So I just
What?
inserted myself, said something way more graphic, and taunted all of the fucking retards off this guy because
Oh my god, dude. I can't. I don't know. Okay, guys, we need a Tectone break, okay? We need a Tectone break. I don't, dude, I can't do this. I can do this. Hold on. All right, hold on. I'm checking fucking content suggestions real quick.